Hey everyone, welcome to Coding Simplified, and now we'll see a new question in array. So basically we are given an array and where all the values are present from 1 to n. Now there are all the elements from 1 to n, it's just that they are in random order. Now we need to sort this array. So like if you see that here we have 3, 4, 6, 2, 1, 5. So it means if my array length is 6, so it means I have all the elements from 1 to n. Now I need to sort this. So I need to sort this in ascending manner. So if you see here that here is my array and what is the index? Index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it means the ideal position of any element is the index plus 1. So like here if you see at this moment if I have the correct position, so I will check that can I check that if the value is equals to the index plus 1. So in this case the value is already present at the valid case, otherwise it is not placed in valid case, right? So like if you see the original case, here we have original value, let me write here. So here I have original as 3, 4, 6, 2, 1, 5, right? So here if you see what is my array, so what are the indexes? So indexes I have as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I can do that I'll start from this 0th value, 0th index, right? This is the first value. Now I will check that whether this value, so basically let's say I have one while loop here and at the starting my I is 0, right? And now I am doing this until a dot length. So a is basically array. So it means one by one I will keep on operating till all the values. And now I am checking that if I plus 1, because this is the index, or like you can say we can check if array of I is not equals to I plus 1, because that's a valid case if you want, right? So like here if you see this is array I, so array I is 1 and equals to I plus 1, so I is 0, so it means 1. So this is what we want actually, right? So like here in this case if array I is 3 is not equals to I plus 1. So if it is not equal to I plus 1, so what we can do that at least we can put this value at its correct position, right? So basically let me write here again 3, 4, 6, 2, 1, 5. So what I can do after that, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the indexes and these are the values. Now at least I know that where this 3 should be. So I'll put this 3 at its correct position here. So what will happen then, and basically I will swap this value from here to here. So after this it will be something like this 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, right? Can I do this? So at least what will happen that this 3 will be at its correct position, right? So first of all I will find out the index. So let's say this is next index because where I want to put, right? So let's say next index. And next index, what is the next index? Or like let's say index to be shorted. So here I have index, and now this is the position where I want to be. So the position is array of I minus 1. Why it is array of I minus 1? Because array of I is 3. So 3 minus 1, which is 2, right? So it means I want to put this position at its second place. That's what I want, right? Now what I will do, now I have got the index that from where I want to switch. So this is the index from where I want to swap. Now I will swap these two values. So what I can do, now I can write like the simple swapping thing. So let's say if x is array of I, then we can place array of I equals to array of index, because index is a value which I want, and then I can say array of index equals to x, right? So what will happen that using this one it will basically swap the value. Now we will not increase the I. So what will happen, my I is still here, right? So once we have made the swapping, then again it will check that whether this 6 is equals to 0 plus 1. So again this is not. So if it is not, it means again we need to swap. So I know the position of this 6 is this one. So what it will do, it will first of all get the index. So index is 5 because it's ai minus 1. So index is 5. So it means this value will swap to this value, right? So now what it will do, it will basically swap this value to this value. So now after swapping, 5 will be here, 3, 2, 1, 6, and 6 will be here. Now after two operations, so let me write here operations as well, that how many times we are doing swapping. So the one swapping we have done from 3 to 6, then another swapping we have done from 6 to 5, right? Again I am at here. Now again the 5 is not equal to index plus 1. Index is I am still at 0, so 0 plus it is not. It means I can swap this value to this value, right? So now it will again swap the value. And why we are swapping with this one? We are swapping with this one because we know that the exact position of this 5 is here, because we know that value is 5, so index will be 4, right? So it means we are swapping it at 4th index, and then 1 will be here. So after swapping it will be something like this, 5, 6. So now again operation we have done. Now if you see here we have 1. So now 1 is equals to index plus 1, right? So now 1 is at its correct position. So it means if it is the case, what we do, then we increase the index I plus plus. So now my I will be here. Now here we have 4. So again 4 is not at its correct position because 4th is at first index. So again we'll swap the value, and then we'll swap the value with this one. What is the present here? Because the index, this is 4, so the index will be 3, so it will swap with the 3th index. So now what will happen, that basically after swapping it will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one swapping we have done here. Now after that, if you see that now we are here, so now it will check the 2. Now 2 is at correct position because we are at, this is my index, right? So now 2 is at I plus 1. Now we'll go further because we are doing I plus plus. So we'll go further. Now again 3 is at correct position. We'll go further. Again 4th is at correct position. We'll go further. 5 is also, and 6 is also, right? So it means if you see that here we need to swap the 4 times. And if you see in worst case we can swap till n minus 1 times. So if there are 6 elements, so at maximum we need to swap the n minus 1 time, and then we'll put our elements into correct position, because we know that the value, basically we can easily get the index through the value. Because if the value is 3, let's say in this case, so I know that what will be the correct position. The correct position of this 3 will be this one. So this is how the maximum swapping operation I can do using n minus 1, right? So it means if you see, this will be the swapping operation, right? And then how many times I'm doing this I is operating till n, so it will be big of n, right? So if you see here, we are not doing 2 for loops. The while loop is still 1. These are just swapping. That is why we are adding plus. So overall time complexity will be big of n. So this will be my time complexity, right? And if you see the space complexity, so as such I'm not using any extra space here. We are just using some variables. So my space complexity will be big of 1, right? So this will be my coding experience. Now if you see that here we have 3, 4, 6, 2, 1, 5. Now let's say rather than this, we have the other values, but they are also continuous, like, so let's say if we have values, so rather than 3, 4, 6, 2, 1, 5, if we have values 13, 14, 16, 12, 11, and 15. Let's say we have these values, right? So let's say if my question is that you have all the values from 11 to 16 and you need to sort these values and they are in any order. So if this is a case, so what we need to do, like if you see here, basically we are getting our index using array of I minus 1, right? So basically what can I do here? We divide, here we basically subtracted by 1, because the difference of the position, the index and the value was 1. Here the difference is of 11, right? So what can I do? First of all, I will iterate the loop and I will check that what is the smallest element, and I will put it here. The smallest element is 11, and now rather than 1, I will put this value as x. Now what can happen? So now let's see this case. So first of all, it will get, and here also what we can do, that is, it will be if array of I is not equals to I plus x, it will be I plus x. So now we can check that, like 13. So 13 value is not equals to, because this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 13 is not equals to 0 plus x. what is x? X is 11, so 13 is not equal to 11. So in this case, we'll get the index. What is the index? Index, if you see, this is 13 minus 11. 13 minus 11 is 2. So it means the correct position of this 13 is second index. So I'll put this value to the 13. So 16 will be here, then 13 will be here, then 12 will be here, 11 will be here, 15 will be here. Now again I will do the same thing, that get me the index. So it will do the same thing, that minus x. So it means the correct position of this is a fifth index. So it will be something like this: 13, 12, 11, then 16. Now 15 will be at its correct position, so it will be 15 will change with this one, so it will be 11, 14, 13, 12, 15, 16, and after that 11 is at good position. Now 14 will change with 12, so after that it will be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So now if you see, all the elements are at correct position, right? So this is also, this logic is also applicable to in this case. It's just that what we need to figure out, the question just check the condition that it should be all the elements. Like if any element is missing here, let's say if out of 11 to 13, let's say 14 is missing, so in this case this logic won't be applicable, right? So cyclic sort or this logic will be applicable when we have all the elements from 1 to n, but they are in any order. Then we can easily sort this using this logic. Because the point is that if you sort using simple way, so that will be n log n, right? Because either you will use a quick sort or you will use a merge sort. So this is again not a good complexity, but here we are able to solve using big O of n. So that is why in this scenario this logic we can apply, right? So this is how we'll solve this question. And now let me show you the code as well, so that you know that we are doing exactly the same thing. So here we have the array, and here I'm calling the function cyclic sort. Now these are the negative case. Let's say if my array is empty, so in this case I can return, or let's say if I have only one element, in this case also there is nothing to sort. Now I will initialize the I equals to 0, and I will operate this until array.length. Now I will check this, that if array I minus 1 is not equal to index, or we can also do if array of I is not equals to I plus 1, right? So if you get this 1 to this place, so it will be same. Now I'm getting that what is the destination index. So other index, or you can say like next index where it want to place, or you can say destination index. So rather than destination index, so this is also valid. So now first of all I'm getting the index, and then I will swapping this value from here to here. So when I will swap, until when this value is not matching, otherwise I will just increase the I plus plus, and after that if you operate, all the values will be, and now we are printing. So if you run the program, you can see all the values, it is sorted. And let's say if you have any other value, so first of all you will find out the minimum value, and then you can put and then you can get the solution, right? So that's all guys about this video, and if you have any doubts, then please write in the comment section and I will try to explain that. And I will also put the source code into description section, so if you want, then you can also get it from there. So that's it, and if you have liked the video, then please like it and subscribe to the channel for more such videos. Thank you.